or when she posts something on social media, even I have it on Tanvi Talks about lot many posts on body shape. Like recently, I had gained a few extra pounds, and it didn't matter, when people were telling me you have gained weight, even though it was a small, like from small to medium size clothes, it wasn't much, but still, I could still easily fit up in the chair, I was fitting in this chair.
That's a lot of details. That's a lot of details.
I would like to share my own story, like even though it's about you, but let me take a little bit of footage.
Please take.
But it did affect me when at some point of time my own family members were making fun of me, calling me buffalo with love, but still when I opened the door, my brother would be car base, so that would be like
Right. No,
it
but
did, but
right.
yeah, it inspired me. I to lose the weight in 2
Exactly.
months.
Exactly. That is exactly the point. Why do you want to lose weight because someone is body shaming you? I don't want to lose weight because someone is body shaming me. If I want to feel healthy, if I feel like doing it, only then I want to do it.
I was totally okay with it for a year, but when my
Own
own
family started doing it, and then you were
Yes.
like, no, I can't take this.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
So that was
Right.
the main. So the loved ones or the family members matter a lot. Yeah, and I feel very happy about when I lost my weight. It brought a new sense of confidence and a sense of control over my own self. And I felt healthy. I feel healthy and more confident.
Mhm.
But it would have been unhealthy to lose weight so fast in such a short duration if I would be pregnant. Right now I'm single and it was just about me, so it was easy. But if any pregnant women would do it, like post pregnancy,
Yeah,
it would have
becomes-
taken a toll on her health,
it would
physical
have,
and mental health as well, and even on the health of the baby, because she is still feeding, directly.
sure.
So don't do that.
Yeah, don't body shame. Like any body shaming is utter bullshit. Like I disapprove of it. If you body shame anyone in front of me, I'm not your friend anymore. Like I don't have friends anyway, so but yeah, don't body shame. Like it's the last, and you'll be surprised to know that weight is also one of the reasons of depression. Weight, not the weight per se, but people pointing out that weight is also a source of depression. So a person might, you don't know what a person is feeling, right? You don't know if the person is trying or not to look healthy. But then that's just how he or she has been designed by the nature, and why can't you just accept the way that person is? Like why do you want to change that person?
Instead of telling them you are a stick or you are a potato,
Yeah, it's got potato. Just
beat them.
just accept whether it is a potato or a stick. That's what I would say.
Your body shaming someone.
I'm not body shaming. I was just taking that analogy and I was like, regardless of whether it's a potato or a stick, you don't have to point it out and accept the fact that that's how
If
it is.
someone tells you that you're a potato, that's what I tell to all my trainees when I conduct the training sessions, that you have the body of a supermodel. And if someone feels that she has extra weight, I would say you have a curvy figure. That's what that's also trending.
Curvaceous, yeah, that's
Curvaceous. So every man or every woman doesn't want the same thing. So
Yeah.
no matter how you look, there are some people or there's one person who is dreaming of you and who is desiring you just the way you are.
Yep.
So love
Pretty much.
yourself and
Yeah,
accept yourself.
That's a beautiful thought. Love yourself and accept yourself. Accepting yourself is, I think, the first thing that we should do. We don't accept ourselves. Like I'm not boasting again. I accepted the fact that I was going through a bad marriage. I accepted the fact that I had a horrible relationship with my ex-girlfriend. I accepted the fact that I was in a depression. I accepted the fact that I had a lot of trouble in my personal life because I accepted it, because I embraced those facts, is the only reason why I could overcome it. If I wouldn't have accepted it, if I would have neglected and stayed in denial, I wouldn't have been able to come out of it. Never. And that's what people do. They stay in denial. They don't want to accept that they have problems. They keep on saying, "Oh, no, I'm alright." No, if you're not alright, you just say it. No, I'm not alright. If you don't, if you don't feel alright, don't say you're alright.
So acceptance leads to change,
Acceptance leads to change.
and even happiness can take you out of worst
Lot of shit.
problems.
Yeah, a lot of shit. It can take you out of a lot of shit. And I'll tell you a classic example. If a police catches you without the helmet, are you going to argue? You're just going to accept it. Yeah, no, you're right.
There are
you
some
argue,
people.
Yeah, if you argue, you'll be in trouble. But if you accept the fact that no, it was my mistake and I didn't wear the helmet, we will let you go. That is the power of acceptance. Now, if other person can do that to you, why can't you do that to yourself?
And it helps in life as well. Like, I'm very good at debating. I've won lot many trophies. But
I accept that. Yes, I accept that. She's very good at debates.
since last few days, I tried this because I was very busy with my work and I received few complaints from my friends, and all I said is I'm sorry. It actually helped. It worked.
It works.
It
always
ended
works.
ended
Ended
the
the entire
chances of big fights.
Big fight. Yes.
Saying sorry, or
Yes.
saying that you're not
Yes.
okay, if you're wrong, saying sorry, and I'll try to change that.
Right.
It helps even in real life. You don't need to be argue or prove yourself right
You don't have to be right.
all the time.
That's the point. You don't have to be right all the time because you will not be right all the time. But if you accept the fact that you are not right, that will make you a bigger person. And when you accept the fact that you are not right, and you let the other person think that that person is right,
Can
it will not only save the relationship, but it would strengthen the relationship with that person. Because like how you would go home and think, right, that what was this argument about, and then you would analyze it, and then you would think that where did this go wrong. The other person would be doing the same thing, and then it would hit him or her that no, you know what Tanvi was saying is right, or what Salak was saying
It
was
wasn't
right, but
even
then I was
worth
just being
fighting.
egoist. I was just being egoist, and I just wanted to prove myself. But he or she, but Tanvi accepted the fact that no, I'm wrong, you're right, and ended the fight, and that's how Tanvi avoided the fight just to save our
gain the
relationship.
respect.
You gain the respect. That's what it does. Yes, you gain the respect.
And we even forget the fights that we had 6 months, 1 year ago. But so many relationships end. So, Zalak, do you mean to say that we forget what people say, but we never forget what they make us feel, how they make us feel?
Feelings are very subjective way to describe what the other person is trying to communicate. Because what you feel is based out of your perception of the words that are being spoken by the other person. The problem with us is we don't clarify with the other person what they mean
What
by
I'm
what they're
saying
saying.
is, if when you don't argue, you apologize, when you're being sweet,
Mhm.
when you make them feel respected and appreciated,
Mhm.
does it work in depression as well as normally in relationships?
In depression, what works the best is gratitude. That is the best thing that has worked with me. I help random people. I feed dogs. I take care of random stray animals. I take care of random stranger people. I help them. That actually makes me feel really happy. When it does that, it kind of makes you realize that you know what, life is not that bad.
Because I guess it helps you get out of your own head, get out of your own problems, and look at the beautiful things.
Yes.
Be the reason
story-
for that smile.
Exactly. I was coming to that. So your story about suicide, if the person gives a smile, it would try another 15 interviews. So I don't look out for that person. I become the reason for a smile on that person.
Great.
So and that helps a lot when you are coping up with depression. That helps a lot.
Many
But-
people quit their jobs
Yes.
or they quit their relationships, even though it's going perfectly fine.
Mhm.
So, do you have any tips? Because it gets difficult to do even normal tasks, right? Like
It
getting
does.
up, brushing your teeth, or taking a shower,
Yes.
getting ready.
Yes.
So have to get on with the normal life while you are coping up or suffering from depression.
When you're suffering from depression, the thing, the first thing that you do is accept the fact that you're depressed. That's the number one thing that you understand. Second most important thing is find someone to talk to about it, and that someone has to be empathetic and sympathetic about what you're saying and what you're speaking about. Third thing is note down 10 most
Beautiful things.
brutal things that has led
Wow.
to your depression. Note that down and tear that paper. And promise yourself that you're not going to think about it ever. Fourth, and for me, that's the most important thing, indulge yourself into an activity. I know it becomes really hard to exercise or do yoga or to go out for a jog or go out and meet your friends. Try doing that. Don't push yourself hard. Try one step at a time. Try helping your mom or your spouse or your friend or your family member. Start with baby steps. And once you start
This is
with
a great tip. Small things that can lead to greater changes.
greater changes,
Right.
yes, and
But
then, yeah.
if I have to go to office at 10 a.m. in the morning, it's 9 a.m. I haven't slept till 6 a.m.
Mhm.
To get up in 3 hours, but I don't feel like getting up.
Yeah. But you have to get up.
Yeah,
But you have to get up.
and I cannot afford to quit my job
You can't afford to quit your job. Yes.
or my family. It can affect my family or my life.
Not it might. It will affect your family. So what you do is you come back from the office. Don't sulk. Try not sulking. Try always to indulge yourself into one or the other activity. Get a pet. Get a pet. Take care of the pet. Be it an aquarium, be it a dog, be it a cat, but get a pet. I didn't have that opportunity, but I had a platform on which I could stand and say about it. When people don't have the opportunity to come out and speak about it, pets are a very good source of coping out with depression. I have a friend of mine. She has 3 cats, 2 dogs, and an entire aquarium to cope with depression. And she also was clinically depressed, but she is coming out of it.
Basically, a mini zoo.
A mini zoo,
Our
yes.
own mini zoo.
Our own mini zoo, because animals teach you a great deal about gratitude.
And love,
And
unconditional love.
unconditional love. That's right. So
They're
they
there for
make
you. They
they-
wait for you.
they wait for you, exactly.
You
So they
have
make you
someone.
realize, yeah, you have someone whom you can rely on, and they make you feel that if I can love you so much, being an animal, why can't you love yourself? You know, and that is the
Maybe
thought.
that's the reason, because you're human and you know yourself. You're not able to love yourself.
So yeah. But depression is serious, guys. It is. You would be surprised by the statistics of India today. 2/3 of the population of the range from 22 years to 37 years suffering from depression.
So most of us.
Two-third.
Most of
Two-thirds
us.
of the population. And this is not my data, this is the data of Indian government. And 77% out of that 2/3 are suicidal.
77%.
77% out of the 2/3 population suffering from depression are suicidal. and out of that 77%, the ratio of men to women is 54%, 46%. So there's no gender biasness to it. Depression is a depression, but it affects both the brains of the men and women in two different ways.
So there are days when you want to quit your job, you want to quit your marriage, or you don't want to wake up and get your kids ready for the school. Just get up. Just get up with smile. Put a
Yeah.
happy alarm, I would say, or
Yeah.
call a friend instead of sulking inside your bed.
Yes.
Or just jump and dance. Look into the mirror and
Yes.
say, "I love you." How beautiful you are, despite of the pimple, despite of the shit that you're
Yeah.
going, that suffering.
Even if
with
you
your
look like
head.
me, just look at mirror and say, "I'm beautiful." Yeah. But if you look like me, better kill yourself.
Then why are you still here? I hope I'm not talking to a ghost.
No, you're fine.
So just
So, yeah.
tell yourself you love yourself, or watch something amazing, motivational on your phone. Like, get ready and tell yourself that you're not giving up. You are a champion. You're a fighter.
You are a fighter. Everybody is a fighter. It's just that everybody needs someone to point out that fighter in you.
Motivate yourself.
Yeah, motivate yourself. That's a good point. Motivate yourself, because find a reason to live. Find a reason to live, because regardless of who we are, we have absolutely, including you and including me, we have absolutely no reason to live, right? But we find those reasons: family,
Wow.
friends, happiness. Those are all the reasons to live. You don't have and then you find a purpose to life, and that gives you a will to live. Otherwise, why are you even here? Like, animals are also here, sky is also here, water is also here. But why are you here? Find that reason to live, and ask yourself if you want to live to those, reasons, and then you'll eventually come out of it, and that's a promise.
And many people ask, what is the meaning of life? Or what's the purpose of life? I would say you decide the meaning of your life.
That's
You
right.
give a purpose. So find something that's greater than you, greater than the depression, because it's a phase.
It's a phase.
And
It's
is
a
it
phase.
like it's just a phase that you have no control over,
No, it's not like that.
or you have a control over?
You have a control over it, but what happens is people become so helpless. It's a mind game, right? People become so helpless that their conscious mind starts telling them that this is it. We can't do this anymore. And because mind starts saying that, so your organs start responding in the same way. But you have a good deal of control over, I'm not saying total control, but good deal of control over coping up with depression. You can't totally control depression, but you can get out of it. I told you, right? Like, a lot of celebrities have come out of it.
Is there any, suppose if they don't have any girls around, is there any special, when they are alone, as you find a lot of solitude which gets turned into loneliness,
Mhm.
and you're not able to get out of it, but they can have the company of nature or book or music. So is there any kind of book or music or anything that helped you get out of it?
Comedy. That's it.
Wow.
That's what helped me. That's what helped me. And
That's what I do. Like, when I'm
You do
out of
comedy?
stress, watch comedy videos.
what's comedy now?
Otherwise, if everyone is a comedian like you, then who will watch? If everyone performs, you
Yeah.
need viewers like us.
Yeah, sure. But do what you like the most, and yeah, that would probably help you out to come out of it. I did comedy, that helped me, but before I started doing comedy, I consumed a lot of liquor, because that was my coping mechanism
Okay.
to cope with the depression. I used to eat a lot. That was another coping
Is it
mechanism.
right?
There's
Does
no
it
right
help?
or wrong.
But
There's-
does it help cope up?
There's no right or wrong.
So when you
It would
over
give
it,
you. It would give you a temporary release from that phase. But then you wake up in the morning and you're like, oh fuck, not again. Like another day. Why am I even alive today? And then you realize, oh, I can consume liquor.
So
And you start
it's,
taking liquor.
so do you mean to say it's okay to be a Kabir Singh?
Be a what? No, it's not. Yeah, if you are in that phase, it's okay. It's alright. Don't beat yourself up if you are a chronic alcoholic because of depression. Don't beat yourself up. Try to understand why you are a chronic alcoholic, because I asked that question to myself. And since the time I've moved back to India, I've consumed very little alcohol throughout these 1 year. I've moved back to India like a year ago. I've consumed alcohol to the bare minimum, and I'm feeling really good about myself. I was 97 kgs when I came back to India. I'm 83 now. So,
So
14
getting,
kgs.
you got rid of those habits, right?
That's the first thing that you do.
Of
You-
addiction.
You start loving yourself first. You have to understand. That's why I say, right, that I realize that I have to take my life under control and live like this. Because if I start living like this, I would have no life.
So
Yeah.
getting into any addictions of food, alcohol, smoking will help you feel great for a moment,
For a moment, yes.
but getting control over those
Yeah, you have
habits,
to leave them.
not getting into those habits will make you feel better about yourself as a human
Yes.
being and will give you a reason
It will give you a reason
to live,
to live.
get out of it, to feel
Yes,
better
yes.
about
But-
yourself.
But
Now
before
choice
that,
is theirs.
yeah,
What do you
but
want to
before
do?
that,
Choice is
before
yours.
that, but before that, you have to accept the fact.
I hope you are not promoting addiction. Oh yeah.
Like, no, I'm saying.
That to being in a dry state.
Yeah, basically this podcast is done from Rajkot. So, yeah, we are in a dry state with the second highest consumed alcohol levels in the country. So but no, before doing any of these things, you have to accept that you, and it's not a problem, alright? It's a disease. It's a disease, like a real disease, like how malaria is, how typhoid is, how AIDS is. It is a real disease. You can't be like, nah, okay, so what? And just because you accept the fact that you have depression does not make you weak. Just because you accept the fact that you're going to fight the depression does not make you weak. Just because you are going to share those feelings in public or on a platform, that does not make you weak. You know what makes you weak? Not finding the help. That is what makes you weak. Not finding people to talk about the way that you feel is what makes you weak.
Wow.
Right. Very heavy, I know. But but it's important that people realize how the depression actually impacts their life.
Can other diseases, the chronic disease, lead to depression?
Yes.
And how to get out of
Same thing.
it? Okay.
It's the same
I'd like
thing.
to share my own story if we have some time.
Your story?
Yeah, like I had kind of depression in 2016. It was when I had in 2017 when
Okay,
I had
that's
quit
not-
my 2 years ago when I had quit my job and I was trying something new, and that was the time when I was not having income. It has been 4-5 months, and I was recognized at that infection symptoms of dengue. So I had constant joint pains. So it was difficult to get out of bed, and I was like, there was a lot of pressure on me. Like I was not getting any awards. I wasn't performing.
Yeah.
So when having a constant pressure of performance, or all the ways, so depression hit me. Like I wasn't supported. Being very like family was not that supportive. Actually, they were right about the new thing that I'd gotten into. And so then I had stopped. I'd quit doing everything, and I was just resting. But then they thought that I'm being lazy. That I was having those constant joint pains. But then one day I woke up and I thought that this is enough.
Right.
This is enough. So I started my Facebook page called Tanvi Talks.
Right.
and I kept some pictures, and I decided making a live video about a live video about life and motivation and different
Right,
topics.
right,
Being an
right.
avid reader, every day it was December 2017, and now I can recall.
Right.
And that in a month, I started getting new projects. I even forgot that I'm set,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
worked out magically.
Yeah.
So now I can remember that helping, giving out in whatever way
In
you
whatever
can
way it actually helps.
helps.
Yes.
Helps. And it could be anything small. Like initially, I had to prepare for 5 to 10 minutes video for entire day,
Mhm.
but those 10 minutes while I'm
Give
doing
you-
the live
give you-
was
yeah.
the best time and only time, only good thing
Right.
about my life at that time.
Yep. That's exactly what happened with me as well when I was doing comedy. In comedy, I got a routine of like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. But when I was preparing for those 3 minutes or 5 minutes, my mind was occupied what I'm going to say on stage. So that kind of took my attention away from depression, and that helped me focus on what I was doing. So this is for people who are not as privileged as you and me. So if you guys and you guys, because I'm assuming that you both guys are different. So if you anytime feel that you don't have anyone to talk to about depression, if you don't have anyone to share your feelings about depression, if you feel that you are walking towards depression, because you will feel it. You will feel it that you're going towards depression. We are right here. You can write to us at tapreethepodcast@gmail.com. Be anonymous if you want. Don't be anonymous. Tell your name and write about your problems, and we will make sure that we don't take your name while we are doing the podcast. No, we will take your name. We will shame you up.
This is stand-up comic, so you're not supposed to take him seriously and literally all the time. Disclaimer.
Right. Perfect.
So are you a happy person now?
No.
No?
No one is completely happy.
No, not a completely happy, but overall, do you feel
Overall,
happy,
75,
good
25.
about life?
75, 25 years, and 75% happy, 25% annoyed.
So it means that you're actually happy. Even the happiest person,
Yeah, I'm
people in the
70% happy.
world feel happy about, I think, more than 50%. So you're at the 75%.
Yeah, because happiness again is a very subjective matter. What is happiness for me might not be happiness for you.
Yeah, but are you a happy person?
I am.
Do you feel gratitude and satisfaction for life? About life? About being alive?
Yes.
What
I
is-
found a purpose.
Yes.
I found a purpose. No, I was thinking that I found a purpose of my happiness. That's why I'm happy.
Great. And what that purpose is? If we may ask,
To
let's
spread.
know.
to talk about uncomfortable things, like depression. It is a very uncomfortable thing
Right.
for people to talk about,
Right.
and to make it okay to be suffering from any or all of these symptoms. And then third and the most important is to spread smiles. That's the most important purpose that I have. This is my motto, and I'm not fucking around it. So if I enter the airport, because I travel a lot, so if I enter the airport, my target is always to see 10 smiles because of me.
How do you do that?
I start with the CI surprise. Always.
Okay.
Yeah, I always start with them.
Would you like to share any story?
No. No. But yeah, that's what I do. I walk into an airport and I'm always like, you know what? 10 people, if I can make them happy, my day is good.
Okay. Being a motivational speaker, being in the field of public speaking, I get 1 or 2 messages every day where people are sad, depressed, or directionless,
Mm-hmm.
or they are confused because of a girl or a guy they were in love with, they were cheated by, or they are not getting any footage from them, any attention,
Mm-hmm.
or they are being dumped by thing. So, do you think is it a good idea to be head over heels or to be obsessed about
Obsession
someone,
about someone or something is
a
never good.
person?
Someone or something. If you are obsessed about anything, that is never going to make you happy. But if you are passionate about something, that is always going to make you happy. So be passionate about a person, don't be obsessed about a person.
But what if you're heartbroken? Like if you don't
How
get what you
heartbroken
do. If the
can a person
person
be?
if a person says no to you, like this is what young generation faces, right? If a person says no to
Mhm.
there's a rejection,
Right.
or if the person lose interest, or they start dating someone else.
No, they start dating someone else's.
Like
Okay,
if
so
this
for the millennials, this is the advice. Uh, life is too big, alright? Just because you are 17 and your first girlfriend, who is barely 16 or 17, has dumped you, and if you think that your life is useless, it is. How can you get dumped at the age of 17? Like, how sad is your life? No, but in today's world where we are constantly under the attack of a lot of information about
fairy tales,
fairy
Bollywood,
tales,
rom-coms,
yes, and
magical
people-
dates,
yeah, magical
that
dates.
one person who's
that
going
one
to
person, and then
change
and
your
then you
life,
think, and
make
then
you
people start thinking that, you know
happily
what?
ever after.
Yeah, exactly.
Happily
They
ever
meet
after.
first girl. So, for example, I meet you, we have a coffee, and I immediately start thinking, all right, so I'm gonna get married to her, and we are gonna have kids, and then we are gonna live happily after after. And then you are like, no, but I don't feel that way for you. And then I'm
Right.
like, holy shit, that's it. I'm not getting into any other relationship now because one girl who I had no idea what she was feeling told me a no. How is that logical?
And if you cannot love yourself, then how can you expect somebody else to love you?
Like, see, look at Tanvi.
Now I understand how you are standing.
So,
Totally
Yeah.
get it. Coming.
yeah, so
Falling.
we are here doing this only because she has got no friends, I've got no friends, and that's how we hang out.
So because we don't have people who listen to us, so we thought like why not let it.
Yeah, but why
That's
not
a
do it on YouTube? That's right.
No, that's he has audience of thousands and when I have a few hundreds listen to me every day. So that was just
It's the other way around. She has the audience of thousands, and I have 5 people.
Wow.
And that 5 people are 4 my family members and me. Even Tanvi does not listen to the interview that I take. She's like, no, I was like, Tanvi, you are in it. Tanvi's like, no, I'm not doing it, dude.
So this is the fun of growing up when you just cross your early 20s. You will be cool about everything, even your failures or your successes. Whether you are single or whatever it is, you will love every phase of yourself. So yeah, just be cool and kick ass of everything that you are because
Yes.
you are that person.
You are the person, yes.
Whether you're single or even be cool about rejection.
If you're
It's
single,
still-
you just suck. That's what it is.
But say be cool about rejections. Be cool like
Don't look at me. Why are you looking at me? She's like looking at me like, be cool about rejection. I'm like, I'm totally cool.
the person who you think everyone loves them or follows them, admires them, and thousands or millions of people follow them, be it your favorite star or your crush, even he or she gets rejection,
A classic
wasted.
example is Jeff Bezos,
Yeah,
Amazon founder.
yeah,
Yeah, he got a divorce, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
So even
The
Hrithik
second
Roshan,
second
sexiest man in Asia,
in the world. Yeah.
in the world, yeah.
In the world, yeah.
Just-
The Greek god. The Greek god. Even he got it. It's a life. Just
Yeah.
don't just let it go, right? Just
Be okay with it.
yeah, be okay with it. Because if not today, tomorrow you are actually going to die. And you only have so many years to do what you have to do. And if you can't even do that, then I don't know why we are even called human beings.
And nobody is worth your tears, I would say. If they are worth it, then they won't
The
let
only
the
people who
tears.
are worth your tears are your parents and a dog. Your dog, if you have a dog.
Of course.
So,
So at the end,
yes.
when do you think you will be a totally happy person?
Never. Because
Doesn't
I'm a human
mean-
being. Because I'm a human being. I can't be totally happy. There would be something or someone who would always make me sad. And there would always be times when I will feel sad. Because there would be certain losses in life which you have to accept. There would be certain downs in life again you have to accept. There would be certain clashes within your family that you will have to accept, and you just have to move on. That's it. That's it.
So as we say, we shouldn't chase a person like not obsessively that like it seems
Passionately.
like
Yeah.
stalking or not a goal. So you should be so much mad that it leads to suicide. So is it a good idea to chase happiness or follow your passion or follow your happiness or
No, that itself is a negative emotion. Following, if you are trying to follow anything, that itself is a negative. Why are you following your happiness? Why can't you find the happiness in you?
wow?
Why
Not
can't
for
you?
the
Why
day.
can't you? Why can't you? Any
Why can't you
Seek
just be happy? Accept
any seeking of a positive emotion, any
being sick.
seeking of positive emotion in itself is a negative emotion because you are seeking it. Because you are seeking it. Why are you seeking it? If you have to seek it, that means if you don't get it, you'll be sad.
There's a beautiful line of Rumi: love and happiness enters through the door when you are least busy striking it.
That's right.
It always comes unexpected.
That's right.
So and
Except
it
for
comes.
except for pregnancy because that comes. That's pretty much expected. Like 9 months and you have a baby.
So I would say, wow. Again, a stand-up comic.
Okay, stop doing that. Stop doing that.
You taught that to me.
Right.
Comic.
Oh, yeah.
So don't chase happiness. Be happy. Accept your life. And if you are depressed, feel free to reach any of your friends. Best person is the doctor to reach to. You
Yes.
can, of course, we are always there for you.
Yes.
And be grateful. And anything else you would like to say?
No. There's nothing. Just
That's
don't worry about your life. It's part of life. If you really feel that you really don't have anyone to talk to because you're ugly or you're fat or reach out to us. All right.
Follow
We are-
Tapri the podcast, Tanvi Talks. We are there on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube,
and Spotify.
Spotify under the same name. So please follow us and do comment on how you find our interviews. And if you have any questions, we would love to answer.
Questions, feedbacks,
Compliments,
compliments about my looks, and
my intelligence.
and her intelligence, and anything and everything that to do with this video. So
Thank you so much for your
thank
time.
you so much, guys, for your time, and till then, I'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.